Hey Gearheads, Corey here. Just enjoying a little time at a Ram press event. Sorry for the Jeep branding on my shirt and on my face mask, but we are getting to spend a little time with the Ram 1500 TRX today, and let me tell you, it's amazing. Hey Gearheads, if you don't already know what this truck is, then what rock have you been living under? I'm pretty sure this truck could help pull it off of you, because as most of the world is quite aware, under the hood of this beast is a 702 horsepower, 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8 engine. Yeah, that's right. This thing's got a Hemi, it's got a supercharger, and it lets you know about it. We know that most of these trucks are probably going to spend a majority of their time on the road, but we were at a course designed specifically to test these trucks for what they're capable of. So let's take just a quick spin through Offcamber Designs' little Off-Road 101 testing grounds. You can see here we're coming up through the main gate to the first articulation test. So there were actually 3 different levels that tested the articulation, and they got steadily more and more intense. And about half of the vehicles that were at this truck rodeo could not take all 3. But as you can see here, the Ram just walked over the first one without even a problem. I don't even know that I was even on the gas that much. Now, climbing over the second one, you definitely get some wheels up in the air spinning. There was never any hesitation in forward movement. There was never any worry about whether or not I was going to be stuck with one wheel spinning. It climbed like a pro. And coming up here on this third test, we're really looking at some extreme articulation. This is where you are basically teetering on the front driver's side and the rear passenger side wheel, and the other 2 are just left spinning in the air. There are some pretty awesome action shots from people posing just right on this obstacle. And like I said before, this thing's got a 2-inch ride height increase over your standard Ram, so all that stuff that we just went by, no problem whatsoever as far as approach angle, departure angle, anything like that. Even if you did, it's got that awesome steel skid plate up front that you don't even have to worry about your approach angle. You just ram right into it, pun intended, and worry about the consequences later. Your departure angle, there is a little bit of a problem with those big exhaust tips out back. You want to be careful with them. We did witness a little bit of carnage to those exhaust tips. I won't go into detail. I don't know who was driving. It was not me. But coming up later, there was an obstacle that a driver took a wrong line and had to back up and correct. And let's just say the exhaust pipes took the brunt of that little whoopsie, so to speak. Now coming up here, we're actually going to be testing the downhill descent control. I will be honest with you, it is completely weird. It's an off-putting feeling, just completely letting go of the brake and the throttle response when you're pointed down, and you really can't even see the spotter down in front of you directing you because of how steep the drop is. But the downhill descent control in this truck work like a champ. You can actually adjust it with the paddles so that you can go just as fast or as slow as you need for the situation that you're in. And you can see We're over the spotter's head at this point, and he's about to disappear from view. But luckily, there are plenty of cameras on this truck that, if need be, you can flick over to the off-road pages on that huge 12-inch center stack, and you'll be good to go no matter what you do. Handling on this, turning radius, you can see I was just able to make this turn. It was a sharp turn. The spotter did a great job of making sure I took that perfect line to get this big truck around that corner. It does not have active four-wheel steering like some of the other vehicles we had at this event, but it is a big truck. It doesn't feel as big as it truly is. Here again, we've got a little off-camber hill climb that honestly, like I've been saying since we started this video, there's really nothing that made this truck break a sweat. It handled everything with barely a blip of the throttle because it had just so much power. It had awesome tires, and the ground clearance on this was more than enough for any of these off-road one-on-one obstacles. Now we're coming up on what was called Cobblestone Road. Again, just the approach getting to Cobblestone Road, you're pointed at the sky. You can't really see much, which is, again, where those cameras come in handy. Right there in the nose of the truck, there's a camera pointed ahead of you. So right now, you just see treetops, but on that screen, you can see exactly what's in front of you, where your tires are pointed, so that in the event, like right here, where you don't have a spotter right there in front of you, you can confidently take the line that you need to take. I absolutely love technology in vehicles when it helps you do fun stuff better. I'm not an advocate of leaning on them as a crutch. There's no replacement for a good spotter when off-roading, but in instances like that where there was nothing crazy, really comes in handy. Now, it was getting really late in the evening. This was one of the last trucks I drove during the day, and you can see the thick layer of dust on the windshield. We put the miles on these rigs while we were out there, and I could have driven this all day. I'm not going to lie. I could have stayed behind the wheel of this one, but there were some pretty awesome other vehicles there to test as well, and this one was definitely one of the highlights for me. All right, now we're going to come up on this off-camber hill climb. Again, I'm going to sound like a broken record on this, but every obstacle that was thrown at this truck, it handled without breaking a sweat. I could have just left it in idle on most of these obstacles, and it would have just climbed right over them, no problem. That engine, very capable. The suspension, capable. The tires, capable. There was nothing holding me back on this truck. Now for my favorite set of obstacles on the entire course. You get a little dip in the mud before this giant hill climb at the end. And depending on the vehicle, you can actually see two hill climbs in front of us right now. Lesser vehicles took the path on the right. It was much less steep, more direct path. But of course, the TRX, the Apex Predator, has to take the biggest and steepest hill that they've got. And so because of the bigger nose on this, Ram guys actually suggested just coming right up to the hill and then climbing it. Some of the other vehicles that we had there, you definitely had to carry your momentum on the hill. Otherwise, you're going to be spinning out right about here. But the Ram, you can see, climbed it without a problem. Ram TRX, don't care. And that is the off-road course. Huge thanks to our friends over at Offcamber Designs. Like I said, I will link their information down below. This was their Off-Road 101 course that you can actually drive yourself. Just head over to offcamberdesigns.com. Like I said, link down in the notes below. And there you have it, gearheads. Garage Talk's first glimpse at driving a TRX. I loved it in both situations, on the road and off-road. If you want to keep seeing content like this, do us a huge favor. Hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell so that you will be notified every time we put out a car review video. We have got some awesome stuff in the works that you will not want to miss, that I wish I could share all the details with you right now, but I just can't. But until next time, bye.